Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know these cards today are crashing into oblivion. This is an alarm crash going on right now in the sense that these prices are tanking. We have Dominus Spiral from Doom of Dimensions, our latest and greatest core set. People went crazy. The card came out. You always get that initial rush, which by the way, we discussed the phases of these, card releases, their cycles in our free course, guys. You don't want to miss out. Link in the description down below. Come over here to the link tree because it's so important for you to stay educated. It's so important for you to have that patience when patience wins this game. That's why I made that free course, to educate the masses. It's insane just how much value we have in that free course. Is just crazy to me. Why? Because we need to learn, how to play these cycles. You always get that initial rush, and sometimes, the price action is not too crazy in the initial rush. We're going to go through the chart in just a bit, but before then, Dominus Spiral, the secret rare, it's 11 bones, man. Over 100 listings for the secret rare, and we always said on the channel, I expect this to be single digits, and it hasn't changed. Thought process hasn't changed. I mean, to me, we're just getting started. Why? Because most people out there, they don't know any better. And again, when we say initial rush, it's not always reflected by a massive price spike. Let me go to the 1 month here. Let's see if we could. Yeah, that's better. That's better. So let's take this 1 month chart right here, guys. Look at this chart. When we say initial rush, this is what we mean. Where's the little arrow right here? Look, you have 1, 2, 3 consecutive back-to-back largest candles ever on the chart, even till this day, right? That's what you call the initial rush, when people just rush in and they're like, yo, I need the new Dominus card, bro. It just came out and I already have songs and I already have purges and I already have impulses and this is Spiral now and I need to add it to my collection or just have access to it. You never know if it becomes good, and I don't care that is $35, that is 30s, and that is 25, and that is 20s, and they buy their way down, falling knife mode, and they just Billy Bob's, man. They never learned their lessons, right? So you got this V-shaped little recovery from like 12, 13s, maybe 15s, all the way up to 17s, right? Almost 20 bucks. And then after that, that initial rush phase causing this mini V-shaped recovery, then is when you get, the everyone that really wants it has it, and then you see the curvature to all-time lows, breaking the previous low right here, guys. It happens time and time again. And when we say patience wins this game, this is it. Like, this is where you want to wait. You want to wait for this area. You don't want to be buying early. You don't want to be buying too early. You want to wait and give yourself a shot. Excuse me, guys. Give yourself a chance to get these cards at way cheaper prices. This card was 17s the other day, and everyone was like, yeah, it's worth 17. There's a Dominus card. There's a core set secret rare from Doom of Dimensions. The set just came out. This, that, and the third. And then the same card is already down to like $6. And to me, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. We said we expect this card to be like purges, to hit like $8, $7. And purges are way better. So this might be a $5 secret. Who knows? I mean, that's kind of a stretch, but you never know. All you need is like a 50% dump from here, and we're already at the 5 to 6s, guys. So don't be surprised. Hopefully you waited. Hope patience wins this game more times than not. And this secret rare is getting destroyed. Just the other day was 17 pluses right here, and there was Billy Bob's that paid $36 for an $11 card. Just stop and think about that for a second. They paid $36, multiple sales up here in the 30s for an $11 card. They're down over 3.5x already. And this set, I mean, what? It's like a month old? Yeah, set is a month old essentially. So they couldn't wait a couple weeks. They came in early, and now they're literally paying the price. And of course, they're like, oh, it's just now $6. Yeah, from the 17s, the more recent prices, but early prices in the 30s, man. And the card is probably not even done. Going down, you have walls here at 12s, guys. So it wouldn't be surprised to see this card crack the single digits. It happens time and time again. Hopefully, you guys have learned your lesson. Then we have the OBLIVION. Wow, this prismatic secret rare very, very recently was $15. Then it started creeping back down, tanking in price towards like 1250s, in the low teens. And yeah, broke this pivot at 1165s when we last talked about it. And we're like, yo, I'd be selling this card. We're getting an ultra rare in the branded structure deck, which comes out later this week. And now the card from 11s down 50% overnight. 76 listings here. You do have a place at 485s. but the card is 620, is in the sixes here, you know, readily available now at around 650. So the card is essentially down 40-50% from the break of this point, you know, and it just happens time and time again, guys. Look, if you come here to the 3-month, it's easy. It's all about support and resistance, just like we discussed in our free course. Look at that. You just draw the line right there. It's just clear as day. Draw a horizontal line right here, and then you're like, hey, we're retesting this key level. This was the previous pivot back here. So again, if it breaks this pivot, we run for them hills. Run for them hills. And then you do have, in this case, the fundamental side of things with the reprint and the structure deck. Obviously, that matters, you know, and impacts price. And then you have the technical side here, just seeing this range of price between 1550s that we talked about not too long ago. We can pull this down right here. So we just range bound, ranging up and down between these two lines. And then boom, once you break toward, you know, one or the other, either to the upside or to the downside, is a wrap. Price remains on this channel on the 3-month, but it was a matter of time. We expected this dump, guys. Here, men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. And yeah, this prismatic secret rare is crashing down into oblivion. I mean, that's not bad. At 485 is not that bad. Volume has been coming in as, you know, price reaches new lows, because a lot of people, they don't know what's going on. There's people out there, they're like, yo, why is this down 50%? I always wanted this card. I always needed it. Let me buy it right now. And the ultra rare is a technical lower rarity, so we'll see. 4 to 5s is not bad for this card. Like, if you need it, you always wanted it, you never had it, and it's this low, sure. Maybe could it go to 2 to 3s? Maybe. It kind of seems kind of cheap. I mean, I think there's still going to be a discrepancy in the sense of you know, the rarities. There's a technical high rarity, prismatic secret rare. So I mean, you know, ideally $10 for a playset is the max that I would want to pay for a card like this, getting a reprint for this specific rarity. We'll see how low it goes, guys, but it is crashing, tanking into oblivion, as you guys can see here, thanks to the new reprint for OBLIVION. Guys, link in the description down below. Come over here if you want to purchase any of these cards that have been crashing down here today, overnight, or if you want to fast track these cards. You can see the trend is your friend until the end, and most of these cards that we're discussing down today, you know, that we're discussing today, are heavily going down in price. So you want to make sure you track this right here. And again, we did mention the free course, guys. I mean, there's not too much else to say. If you're interested in educating yourself, make sure you come over here via our link tree right here, Discord X. You want to follow over there on X, because we're doing always constant giveaways as we continue to grow there. You don't want to miss out, and get your free $15 off, guys, while you're at it. And make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way in, would gladly appreciate it. And none of this content is official financial advice, is for entertainment purposes only. Guys, it's been a while since we discussed Justice Hunters on the channel. It's been a while. Yeah, maybe occasionally a card here, a card there, but it's been a while, and I wanted to just go ahead and advise you guys that the whole set is crashing down. Justice Hunters is tanking into oblivion when it comes to prices. Yo, K917 Azuna, it's at all-time lows. And there was a couple of you guys that said that, Jay, we're going to 20s. I was like, yeah, it's definitely possible, you know, after breaking key levels and just keep going, you know, falling knife mode. And here we are. Volume has been dwindling for this card compared to, you know, past volume candles. And yeah, this card has officially cracked into the teens, guys, officially right here. People getting placed at 18, 19s here, left and right. Insane to see that. That the card has officially cracked into the teens. And yeah, I mean, it's affordable. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh is way more affordable than it has been in the past. So that is very interesting to see. And yeah, Justice Hunters continues to crash down in price, as we can see, literally at all-time lows. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if it goes down to 15, 16s where you can get a playset at 50 bones. That would be nice, compared to the you know, the card was 30, 33s like not that long ago, guys. Not that long ago. This card was in the 30s about just a month ago. A month later, the card is down from 33s, guys, to 20s. Wow, even into the teens, with some people getting deals close to a 50% down. Just mind-boggling, guys, for this card. Let me know what you guys think. And that's good in the sense that a lot of people want to pick up or play the K9 engine, and they get to do so now. Excuse me, in the sense that it is way cheaper than it has been in the past. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Then we have K917 Izuna CR. It's 40 bucks. And if you go to the yearly here, the card just keeps crashing down. It was 48s recently, and now it's 39, 40s essentially. And it just keeps going down and down and down and down. 39 listings. At this point, we expect 30s. You know, we'll see how soon and if we get it. But pretty soon it'll be $100 for a playset of CRs. I still think, I mean, this is doing a relatively good job in maintaining value, but the ultras are 50% down. 50% less in price compared to this version. But honestly, this is 40s Starlight Rares. I would be picking up this one. Card was 90 bucks the other day, and it says 73s. We're at 70s, guys. So of course, it is a discrepancy, you know, from 40 to 70s, but it's less than a 2x move, you know, where this is still a 2x move from the Ultra, but this is less than a 2x move for the Starlight, which is the max rarity. So yeah, I mean, these are 70s, guys. 69 bucks right here for this card. Just literally crashing into a new low. So yeah, man, the card is just crashing overall across all rarities. So if you ever wanted these, yeah, they can continue going down in price, but at least you're buying, you know, the lowest prices ever for this card. So definitely an interesting take on these. It's crazy to see how this set just continues to crash. And before we continue with Justice Hunters, Noroi is having a $5 dump here, retracement back down to the mean. From you know, around 30 bucks down to 23s, 25s, 40 listings only, so nothing too crazy, but like if you need it, it's better paying 25s than 30s. So you know, just taking advantage of this retracement back down to the mean. I mean, the card is seeing play. It's heavily needed as a core set ultra. Yes, it just came out, supply continues to come in, but this is a heavily needed card, so just one that I wanted to highlight for you to keep in mind. Then we have Draco Tail, guys. Draco Tail has been topping, winning regionals and winning certain events, and with branded and by itself and this and that and the third. And price doesn't care. It's insane. I have never seen this happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a set like Justice Hunters. I get it, like, you know, Allen and Duelist Advance, and those cards are like free right now. You know, all the core sets have been crashing, but like with these relevant, meta relevant cards, like just crashing like this, it's just mind boggling to me. Look, over 100 listings, the card is 10 bucks. Card is 10 bucks, guys, with RO9s and mini walls of China here, readily available, playsets everywhere. And when it comes to the chart, it doesn't look any better, guys. It does not. I mean, just mind-boggling. Look at this, guys. Let's start drawing some squiggly lines. You should be drawing these at home. Look, if we play connect the dots here, guys, right here, like, this is not a good sign. It's just not. You have top number 1, you have top number 2, and then you had the pivot, you know, right here. Boom. Beautiful. I mean, you can try to connect it, make it a little bit more at an angle where these connect. Perfect. You know, you had the resistance right there, and then you had the support right here. These are pivot points. And then you had, again, you know, what truly matters right here, and is the fact that this pivot right here couldn't hold. So what did it do? It cracked, and then after that, it crashed. It just, look, starts falling knife mode right here because it broke that key level. And you just cannot make this stuff up, man. Things are not looking good for this card. They're not, man. I said the card would be $5 one day. You imagine it actually goes down there? Hey, we didn't talk about the upside, right? I just said it would be 5 bones. So you could be wrong to then be right, huh? But yeah, the whole point is double top formations, guys. When you start seeing M patterns forming like this, just like W, we always talk about like double bottom W, booty shape recoveries, right? But there's also M patterns, M double top patterns right here. You know, there's M double tops, W double bottoms. Again, just keep it in mind. Should we connect this right here? Yeah. M's right here, W's down here, guys. Telling you, man. You pay attention to the charts. It tells you the story, everything you would need to know. And this card has broken the previous pivot low. Not a good sign, boys. So it's 10 bones today. I expect this card to hit the single digits in the very, very short term, and hopefully it hits $5. You know, so I could be right, even though it was months later. But let me know what you guys think about Draco Tail 5 mana. That's crazy. And then we do have the Starlight Rare here. Card was 73 bones, and now it crashed down to 60s. And then very recently, earlier this month, this card was 60 bucks. Come in today, it says 48. We're at 45 bones, 52 listings, guys. Wow, just down 15 bucks right here. Falling knife mode. In the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I mean, at this stage and age of things, this card might be sub 40s very, very soon. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy times that we're living in. We have Draco Tel Lucius, I'm gonna just say Lucius, at all-time lows, guys, right now at sub $5 for this ultra rare. Insane. I mean, that's good for people that want to play Draco Tel. It's never been cheaper if you want, you know, especially, you know, because branded is coming out, the new structure, and then, you know, you pick these cards up, so which might cause some buy volume on these cards. We'll see once the structure comes out, but in the meantime, right here, the card is at all-time lows. Anything sub 5s should age well. Like right now, if you want to build a deck, not bad to make those considerations. Then we have Draco Tel Mululu. This card was 650s, went up to 15s, went down to 9s, went back up to 14s, and now crashing back down. It says 736s, and we're around $7. You know, after a couple of 1s and 2s, it does reclaim the $8 to $9 mark. So this one, you know, it's listings are higher, though. It is holding better, but it broke the previous $9 pivot, so it's not looking good. It is not looking good. Just like 5 mana, we could draw on this chart and draw the double top here with those 2 pivot highs. So, you know, just, yeah, man. You know, Draco Tales had their heyday. I mean, they're not getting reprinted anytime soon. You never know how the meta continues to morph. But for now, the card is $7 from Mululu. And, you know, if you can get these, you know, for $20, not bad. A playset, you do as you must. Then you have Draco Tel Arthalion, the Starlight Rare. Before we get to that one, the Ultra here, same deal. Card was 8s the other day, pushing 9s literally. And today is 350s. I mean, you have a couple 1s and 2s, but yeah, it's readily available at under $5 here, guys. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, 489s. I'm right here. And yeah, the card has been crashing down. And also for the Starlight. The Starlight used to be 60 bones. Recently went down to 40s, then went up to 46s, and now $34, guys. Literally. I mean, the all-time low was 29.30s. So now we're getting close again here in the low to mid 30s, 42 listings. So yeah, I mean, these cards, they're all crashing down, all of them. Crazy. We're just at the point, you know, stage and age of things that where everyone that wanted these cards, they have them, and the supply has been kept coming into the market. So why? Because a lot of people cracked these boxes open and had cases of this. And yeah, very, very interesting what's happening to prices. Even yummy, guys. Even what many consider to be the best and most heavily represented decks at locals, at regionals, at the YCS level, and price is like, yeah, who cares, man? Look at that. Card was 13s, and then very recently it was 1050s. Literally, guys, that's crazy. We were covering this last month. About a month ago, it was 1050s, $10. Yeah, we said it could hit single digits, but I didn't think like this. Chart says 350s, but really it's sub 3s. Sub 3s with massive walls of China here at 289. Over 100 listings, just tanking. This is literally called tanking into oblivion. Literally, like that you can't, I mean, there's no other way to put it. Wow. Not just breaking the previous low at 849, but after that, that's why those levels are key. You know, after it broke that level, it has never looked back. Just sub $3. I mean, it's great for one, you know, on one side of things where, you know, like let's say I would want to play Yummy right now, which I don't, but you know, deck is pretty cheap. You know, it would be great, right? But if you, let's say you came in, most people out there, the masses, you know, the pro players, the competitive players at locals, at regionals, at YCS, they all most likely got this card at double digits. And it's harsh. It's hard for them to be down like close to 3.54x in value without these cards not even getting reprinted anytime soon. It would suck, man. I won't lie, especially someone like me. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, and you know, to each their own, they just don't care about value. They care about playability. You know, I'm able to afford these cards. Okay, this card was $10. I'm able to afford it. I need 3. I put in $30, and they don't really care about value. We understand. There's some Billy Bonds out there, but me, this would be killing me, man. Like, just every time I look at Cupsy, I'm like, damn, bro, you really $2? Shit, man. Like, that wouldn't be fun, but it is what it is. And if you've ever needed this card, literally no better time to pick it up than now as the card, I mean, it's just making all-time lows. I tried to see if we get some consolidation here, but at this stage and age, I mean, you're buying closer to the lows, obviously, than to the highs. So no better time to get exposure if you want to play. Then we have Cookie Yummy here. Starlight Rare. I wanted to put Cupsy, actually. Let me see. Cupsy, just to say on the same boat here. So again, Cupsy was $45 not too long ago, and now it's $31 here. So again, this one is more scarce, as you can see, but you know, it hasn't gone down into the 20s yet, but it is down close to what, like 13 bucks from the highs, around 10, 11, 13 bucks from the highs. So 50 listings, mind you, this is a Starlight Rare. So right there, you can get a playset for $100 post-tax. Not bad if you always wanted this card, as it's just made an all-time low. So definitely keep this version in mind. And we have Yummy Snatchy, same deal. Yummy Snatchy the other day, last month, it was 8 bucks, 8 pushing 9s, and today is $3 bucks. $3, man. So honestly, if you need Yummy Snatchy, if you want a playset, you know, you come in here, $10 post-tax. $10 post-tax. Don't take these cards for granted. That's all I'm gonna say. These cards are still meta relevant. That people still need them. If there's people that took a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're like, you know what, I want to play, man. What's the best deck? Oh, Yummy Mitsu, or your pure Yummy, oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, you need Snatchies, you need this, you need that. Okay, that demand comes in, so why not get it now? It's just too cheap. It's too cheap. We went as low as 250s, but you know, we're still around $3. So just come in here, get your playset, get access to it if you really want it or feel like you need the card. Yeah, man, $3 Snatchies, man. $3. Man, oh man, oh man. We have King of the Swamp from Justice Hunters as well. Card was 28s pushing 30s. And the card is down to 3x. The card is down 3x. It says 1582s here. It says we were down 2x, but man, look at that. Readily available at 10 bucks right here. Then it goes to 14s, 58 listings. And yes, it's because it got hype, but then people are not actually using it. King of the Swamp has always been an iconic card. Now it actually has what I believe is the technical max rarity. But yeah, I mean, if I see these at 10s, I might pick them up, man. They're hard to see, they're hard to find. You know, when it comes to supply, I mean, they are readily available. But you don't see like any major walls until it hits 15s again. So yeah, this is a card that I would like to trade for. I've seen it in person. It looks gorgeous, and it is, you know, the max rarity for 9-10 bucks. It's not bad. Again, long term, not because of the Draco Tail situation or them ever coming back and playing this card. Not really. It's just overall, it's King of the Swamp. It'll see its heyday once again down the line. So anything sub double digits here, you know, in the single digit territory should age very, very well. And here we have Shaddoll Beast. Guys, from Astral Pack 6, I just need to take a moment to look at this card. This is insane. It's insane. Like, this card used to be like $1, between $1 and $2. I got like 6-7 of these, went to my locals, they had a couple, traded for a couple, bought a couple, and I got rid of most of mine, guys. I'm being honest, like around 15 bucks. Draco Tail hype, oh my god, I'm playing Shaddoll Draco Tails and this and that and Winda and this, that, and third. And this card, it says it was 11/12s, but mind you, there was actual sales at 15s because I actually sold copies at that price. And it says 976s, like we wish. The card is 285s, 290s, $3. And of course, it's still scarce. After a couple one-ofs, the playsets are at 489s, around $5, you know, and then it does go to 6s. So you could say between $4 to $5. You have most copies, 21 listings, but the key is that there's no liquidity. Like, no one's buying this card. There's 0-day sales here, multiple here, like 0. No one buying. Yeah, you get the occasional people, you know, the occasional people coming in. They're like, yo, it's just too cheap. I've always wanted this card. I want to play Draco Tail, this and that, and the third. But honestly, in the whole month of October, and we're already 3 weeks in, there's been 4 sales. 4 sales. Crazy. No one's buying this anymore because no one cares about it anymore. And, you know, it's just mind-boggling to me. You know, it's like the hype cycles. And that's why it's so important, man. That's why we made a dedicated module to that concept of hype cycles in our free course, because it's so important. Like, this is insanity. First of all, the chart hasn't updated, but price-wise, it should be all the way down here at the scene of the crime. You know what? Look at that. Art class with J 101. Price-wise, this chart, if we would continue it, it would be all the way down here, guys. Insane. Literally. All the way back down to the scene of the crime. So what do you call this? What do you call this right here? Since the moment, you know, that let me just do it bigger here, move it a little bit over here. Like, since the moment it spiked right here, all this right here, what do we call this? It's a hype. Yeah, I did that with circles. That's crazy. That's a pretty cool H. Hype cycle. Damn, this is hard with the mouse, but you guys get it. This is a hype cycle. This is a hype cycle. Now you know what I'm gonna do? You know, I'll probably pick up for less than 10 bucks another playset and get exposure and just wait until Shaddolls become relevant again. Just crazy, crazy, insane to see, you know, a card that was literally 250s went to 15s and then right back down to 2s. Just mind-boggling. Insane. Insane. And I think it'll have his heyday again, and Shaddol Beast is too good, it's too broken. We understand, but just when I take a moment to reflect, it's just wild, wild, wild what hype and speculation does in Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, we have the Black Goat laughs. This card is not laughing anymore. The goat is not laughing anymore for a card that literally we talked about it at 33 bucks. This card was between 30 and 35s. And we said, guys, there's no way I wouldn't be selling this card right now. I get it's meta relevant, is high in demand, but it's getting the tin reprint. And now it's getting the structure reprint as well for branded as an ultra. And this card, since the release of the tins, it's down 3x. Down 3x. And even more, yeah, around 3x, we could say. It's a little bit more, but insane. Insane, guys. This is down 3x in price. 3x. And of course, they're all just one-ups because the card is still scarce, you know? But again, 41 listings right here, guys, is down 3x. Just straight insanity. Straight insanity, guys. What's going on right here with this card, with this secret rare? Yeah, hopefully you guys sold, because now you can buy a playset of that same of the same card if you want it, or you just can buy you know, the tin one that is going down. We'll be discussing that later this week, or you can get the new ultra rares, the holographics as well. So you have plenty of options here for you. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? You know, now you have decisions to make, and now you're $30 a pop. You would have sold the playset. That's a hundo in your pocket right now, and then you decide to redeploy. You decide to recycle that purchasing power. Hopefully you did so, because yeah, man, it's crazy what's been going on with this card. It was easy to see, man. Now, I didn't know it was gonna get a ultra reprint, which heavily impacts this price, obviously, even more than just the 10 reprint. But that's the thing, man, you never know with these cards. And if one reprint was coming, now it has the double whammy reprint. Hopefully you sold. And this, I expect this to be $5 soon. Literally to be $5, going from 33 to 35s to 5s when it's all said and done. Just crazy how you recycle, you know, how, you know, the opportunities that we get to recycle certain purchasing power here in Yu-Gi-Oh! And here we have Blazing Cartesia, the Virtuous. We literally talked about this card last week. It was like $6, literally $5-6. We said, guys, sell. You know, don't take this for granted. He has down like 2-3x from the highs. Down from the highs, we get it. From these highs at 12s, it was already down 50%. It was already down 50%. And you know what we said? Don't let the card be down 50 more percent. That's what we said. Why? Because it's getting an ultra in the structure. And you come in here today and the card has tanked into oblivion. It says 350s. We wish. The card is $2. Readily available, mind you, with Walls of China. 72 listings right here. And the card is literally all the way back down to the scene of the crime. Another hype cycle has occurred, and the reprints actually helped this hype cycle pan out in that sense, guys. And just crazy, crazy, crazy. Look at that, guys. Insanity, guys. Wild. Mind-boggling. $2 right here. $2. This card is $3.99 now because of the new ultra rare. Is it already out? Like, is the structure out? I need to double check. Yeah, right here. Look at that. Look at that. Ultra's already $1.43. We're going to be discussing this structure deck very, very soon. This week. So just keep in mind, right now still at pre-sales as it comes out later this week. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people excited. What is high to low? High to low. Let's see. Yeah, the Black Goat laughs. Okay, $5 ultra. That's pretty interesting. Where's Biscuit? Where's Lubellion, man? Where's Lubellion here? Lubellion. Okay, $6. Yeah, Fleur-de-Lis. Is this the new one? Yeah, the alternate art version. Okay, okay, okay. Yo, this structure has a lot of value, you know, so 20 bucks might not be that bad, but we'll discuss that later in the week. Hopefully you sold your prismatic secrets and you're recycling your purchasing power now into some of those new structured deck cards. Then we have Vanquish Sohali Suit. It's just crazy. Every time I skim through this card, like searching cards to talk about things of that nature, how the mighty have fallen. This card just keeps making new all-time lows. Just when you think you've seen the lowest price, it just makes a new low. Look at that. Over 100 listings. You have ones and two ofs here, and even, you know, playsets are already above fives, but you have a couple copies here at around fours. And yeah, it's crazy. There's been people like literally just buying these at around $4 and below, guys. Multiple sales, as you guys can see, you know, and many in the lower fours. And yeah, I mean, listings are high. This card had his heyday already. Insane. And then if and when it gets hit on in Genesis format, points wise, you know, that's when you'll see this card be free 99. So wow, just had to report this, guys. Crazy, such a broken card. And you know, but the bandless don't play, man. When that band hammer comes out, it don't play, boys. It don't. We have Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. It's actually crashing down from the highs. And again, look at this. I mean, if you're what, 30 minutes in, look, don't let that cat take your money, man. Look at that right there. Boom. You have ear number 1, you have ear number 2, then you have the cat. Don't let that cat smile at you and take your money, man. Don't do that. Don't let the cat take your hard-earned money, guys. As you can see here, again, I mean, but on a more serious note, you have top number 1, which is the first ear, top number 2, the second ear, and actually at, you know, an incline. Look at that downward incline right here. Usually that's not a good sign when you have double tops at an incline like this. So yeah, man, yeah, just the cat came in, took your money. The card was right here was $16, and now back down to single digits here, readily available. And then eventually it does reclaim the double digit mark, but you know, it has been giving people opportunities to pick this card up at single digits. Not bad, guys. Even as low as 769s, guys, between 7 to 8 right here, as you can see. And yeah, man, it's crazy to see this pan out in that manner. Yeah, this card is retracing back down to the mean. So if you need Ether Barrel, if you want to have access to the Primite engine, now that you have lordly loads more readily available, this specific card has been crashing down now as of late. So no better time to pick it up than now at single digits before it potentially reclaims that double digit mark down the line. Another Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem card, Crowley, the Gifted Magistus. A lot of spoon hype right here. It took it all the way to 18s, recently back up to 15s, and now crashing down, breaking the previous pivot low at around 13s, all the way down to single digits. Crazy. 55 listings right here, as you guys can see. And yeah, I mean, as you can see here, look at that. Multiple people coming in and getting this card at the single digit mark here, as low as $8. Wild, guys. Wild what's going on with a card like this. It just continues retracing back down to the mean, because most people realize they just need their one of. You know, most people just waiting on spoon. And this secret rare here, yes, back down. If you need your one of, just try and get it at under double digits, guys, in the single digit territory before it could potentially become more money down the line again in the future. Then we have DDDDD one more D Count Surveyor, guys. Here, this card was recently $17. Now it's been crashing off the highs here. Says 1370s. Really, we're at 12, so the card is down $5 a pop. Does go up quickly to 14s where you see the walls of China. But if you need it at around 12s, pick it up. 53 listings. You take advantage of the $5 dump. Just get it if you're a DD player on the sideline, just waiting for these cards to maybe retrace a little bit, or maybe as an investment at around 12 is not bad before it can potentially reclaim that $15 mark down the line. Then you have Diviner of the Herald. This ultra rare one, crazy. It was 350s, 360s, went to $10 and then crashing back down, literally back down to 5s. Crazy. So a 50% dump from the highs. You know, and then it does quickly go, you know, back up to the 6s and then 7s and then 750s. So if you need this card, take advantage of these new listings of people taking profits. 24 listings. Like if I would need it, I would be coming in right now and getting my copies just to get exposure to the card, because we don't know, it's an if and when card in the sense of reprints. I think this card will get an additional reprint down the line. I think it needs a Starlight still, if I'm not mistaken. But in the meantime, I think it'll continue here in the short term to be scarce. So I'd be doing my due diligence if I would want this card and take advantage of this flash crash back down to 5s, you know, before it could potentially reverse back up and make new higher highs. We have Ghost Mourner Moonlit Chill, the Starlight Rare. This card was $168, it says there, but really it was $188 a year ago. It says it's crashed down to 109s, and then really it's $90. So yeah, the card has cracked down into the double-digit territory, and I get it. Most people are like, who cares? Card is irrelevant. No one's using it right now. It is an Eternity Code Starlight, so it's extremely scarce and hard to get. Yeah, you do have 23 listings, and you have playsets here at 90s, but you know, big picture, if this card ever sees play, $90 could turn into 200 to 300. So just something to keep in mind if you're a high-end investor, a heavy stonker, you want, you know, this Eternity Code Starlight Rare. Just one to keep on the back burner in case you want exposure to it. We have a Bao Q, the Lightless Shadow. We literally talked about this card at $20 the other day, literally at $20. And now this same secret rare literally was 2122s. Insane. And it says 12s, and it's crashed down to 1186s. This is just crazy. If you're 35 minutes in, let's share this moment, man. This is a crazy move. This fast. I mean, the card is sub 12s already. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Sub 12 bones, 74 listings, just mind-boggling what's going on here right now. Yeah, wow, crashing this hard, this fast. Yeah, so if you need your one-up, pick it up. Don't let it go back up to 15 to 20s. If you really need it, sure, could it go down to 11, 10 single digits? Yes, anything is possible, but it is still a Suda Corset Secret Rare. If you need your one of, you feel like you missed out when it was 20s. Now the card is 11 to 12s. Pick it up, pick up your one of, especially if it's to play before it could potentially rebound down the line. We have Soul Drain. This Lost Art promotion, LARP version, had a double top formation at around 12s, and this flash crashed all the way down to says the 6s. And yeah, I mean, the card is essentially $7. So yeah, I mean, from the first high is down around 50%, man. So 31 listings. And yeah, I mean, if you always needed this card, this is, I believe, still the technical max rarity. I have no clue why this card hasn't gotten like additional prints to make it more readily available. And all these reprints says with all these fillers, they could have just slid this secret, like a secret rare in. You know what I mean? You mean what I know, but that's neither here nor there. The card is $7. You know, you have the 1s and 2s, but the walls are at 7. So if you ever needed this card, you're buying closer to the 50% dump. It is the Lost Art version. You know, it does go to 9s after that wall of China right here at the bottom of the page. So if you need Soul Drain, still a broken card, make sure you get proper exposure at these current prices, because the super rares are still pushing 8s and the rares are still 4s. So I would just be getting the ultra rare technical max rarity here with similar listing counts as the super. But that's just me. Then here we have Artifact Dagda, guys. This single print dual overload card was recently $5, went all the way up to 15s, giving people that 3x move, right? And then flash crashing all the way down 50%, close to 50%. I mean, I know there's people that have been buying it here. You know, look at that. Super cheap, just taking advantage of them deals. But yeah, I mean, the card is $8 with shipping. And that's where you see the mini wallet China right here. Eventually, it does reclaim not just the double digit mark, but, you know, 13 bones and beyond. So if you like really need it, 32 listings. If you really need this card to play and compete, I would be coming in here with $8 and just getting my copy before it could potentially 2x into the double digi, you know, territory or mark, because it's still a single print. We don't know if and when it gets reprinted, so make those considerations. We have Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, the Platinum Secret Rare, $8. You know, the card was 14, 15s. Yeah, and then, but the key is after that one of, it's $9, and after that playset is 10s, and then it just keeps creeping on up towards 12, 13s at the bottom of the page, 32 listings. So yeah, I mean, yeah, hey, Engage is still played, still used as a Sky Striker card. So just want to keep in mind here before it recovers down the line. We have Herald of the Arclight. Every time we talk about this card, it makes a new low. I believe last time we talked about it was 15s, and now the card says, yeah, it was around 15s, and now it's 12s, man. 79 listings, guys. This, you know, this card has been going down here, and by the looks of it, it might hit the single digi mark, guys. Keep in mind, this card over a year ago, I believe it was you know, in the single digi territory, and it went all the way up to 43s. I sold mine at around $30. So that's the key, guys. It's not always about selling the highs. but it's about getting, you know, taking profits. I came in, I don't even remember, guys. Was it like 11, 12s? I think it was. So it was like around a 3x move on this card. So yeah, I mean, it got hit on the list. Card is too broken, and people that have it, you know, that need it, have it essentially. So very interesting to see right there. And we have Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood alternate art from Bonanza. This card is $5, bro. Like just $5 around there. 61 listings. Just keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Volume has come in on the 3-month, you know, tied for the largest volume candle in the last, you know, month, essentially in the last 30 days. And excuse me, guys, price wise, we're at all-time lows. We are at all-time lows. And that's it. This card was $20 in summer, in July. $20, and it's down around 4x. And again, when we draw the charts here, guys, you need to understand, like, the key for a chart like this, it used to be this level right here, the level where we, you know, double bottom from, and, you know, the booty shape double bottom recovery, you know, and things of that was the key level. Once we broke that level right here, as we can see, let me just draw this line. Once we broke, I'm sorry, the little circle here, this level right here, it's a wrap. Falling knife mode. As you can see, the card has accelerated towards the downside, and the card is now essentially $5, man. $5 for a card that was 20s. And before that, it was 8s. So it broke the previous scene of the crime, broke all levels. That means that we're getting capitulation. Jay, what is capitulation? What is capitulation? Probably used it in the past, not as much as I should. But if you want to know, have a free course right here. We go all through that human emotion, guys. And, you know, yeah, I'll leave it at that. We have Clockwork Knight, QCSR. Card was recently 15s, guys, crashing back down to 10s, $5 dump, you know, but to what level? Again, so that's why. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. It's chart after chart after chart today, boys. Come over here and you connect the dots with these peaks right here. Connect the dot with the peaks, you know, essentially give or take right there. It won't always be like 100% perfect, but right there. So again, you have peak number 1, peak number 2, clear resistance, right? And right now we have cracked this, you know, key level here, but we'll see. Sometimes what you do is you have a little crack, a fake out, and then it just recovers, right? So you had this little fake out area right here, or sometimes it does have continuation towards the downside. So hey, you monitor the charts. This card used to be 15, almost pushing 16s, now down to 1050s. It says here you have the occasional one-off deals here at around 8 to 9s, but it quickly reclaims a double-digit mark. So make sure you do as you must. We have El Shaddai Window, alternate art, QCSR. The card was $5 when we talked about it on the channel, went up all the way to 18, 20s. I moved mine at around like 17s trade value. It was crazy. $5 turning into 17s, just mind-boggling. And now it's retracing back down to the meanest is 1350s, but really we're at $11. So if you want this card, at least it's down $6, $7 from the highs. Like, now is when you come in, when no one cares about this anymore. You pick it up for yourself and you live to fight another day. We have Cherubini, guys. Ebon Angel of the Burning Abyss. This card used to be $9 and it's down 3x essentially. Yeah, give or take 2.5x from the highs, from 8 pushing 9s all the way down to scissor 4s, but really, you know, we have a couple here at around 3s and some change, but then it quickly does go back up to $5. So if you need any of these, make sure you get exposure now. You know, this card I believe is too cheap. It's already crashed down over 50% from the highs, so you get exposure. It's a rarity collection uno, you know, QCSR. So definitely just something, you know, a card that I wanted you guys to keep in mind. We have a Stampede card crashing, Artifact Sanctum here. Again, the card used to be $11 very recently, and now is down 50%, man. Look at that. Look at that. 53 listings, 5s and some change right here, readily available at 6s or under. Yeah, I mean, the card destroyed. Look at this chart. Destroyed. Falling knife mode, just crazy. Crazy how some of these cards just continue tanking in price. We have Sol and Luna. The card is, you know, was 5s, and now you're starting to see cracks at or under $4. So yeah, if you ever wanted this card, if you wanted this for the new, you know, flip deck or whatever, hey, you want the quarter century, anything under 5 should age well, especially under 4s right here, as you can see with this opportunity. We have number S39 Utopia of the Lightning and number 39 Utopia. These ultimate rares have been getting destroyed, just destroyed. You can see here, if we go to the yearly, this card used to be 25 bucks for Lightning, and now it's 10 bones. Just crazy, guys, crazy. $10, excuse me, guys. 26 listings, and readily available, mind you, as well. It's not like, oh, willy-nilly, a random one-off. No, you have 11 here at 1050s, then 5 more at 1050s. Crazy. It does then go up to 13, 15s, and beyond, but there's people willing and able to sell this card near 10 bucks just to get rid of it. Just mind-boggling. Card recently was 20 bucks, down 50% in about a month and some change. Crazy. So if you ever wanted this ulti at 1050s, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, honestly. You have the regular number 39, used to be 19, 20 bucks, crashing down to 9s right here to the previous scene of the crime, and that's where we're at, man. We're at sub double digits right here, readily available with multiple copies. So if by any chance you wanted any of these OTs, they are literally at their all-time lows, so take advantage of that. We have Contact C, got hype, you know, heading into the new format, for some people using this in Genesis format, if I'm not mistaken, and just cracked into a new 3-month low right here, double top at around 3s and some change. And yeah, you have a couple one-ups here. Playsets are at 139 and then at around 2 bucks. So it quickly goes up for playsets, but people are willing and able to move this card at around $1. 49 listings because they don't really care about it any much. So definitely very interesting. We have Gordian Slicer, guys. This QCSR, this would be 53 bucks, and this is 43s, and it just crashed down to $22. So the chart hasn't updated, down 50% overnight. 36 listings, guys, here. But that's just a one-up. You know, then it does go towards 27s and eventually reclaims the $30 mark. But I mean, these are flash deals that you guys can get. You know, panic sellers just willing and able to just move from the card. Maybe they cracked open a box, they want to recuperate as much money as they can. So Gordian Slicer, until it sees play, I don't, you know, see it being too much relevant, even price-wise. I'm right here, so definitely one to take into consideration. And then while the high-end crashes, what pattern do you guys see here on the 3-month? For the core set secret rare, look at that, boys. Look at that, just beautiful, beautiful. This is beautiful, man. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Happens time and time and time again, and then people act surprised. And then people act surprised. Look at this W-shaped, double bottom, booty-shaped recovery. Beautiful. So now, in order for us to validate it, you know, it has to break this previous pivot at around 5 bucks consistently, and then it'll probably revisit these higher areas price-wise. But yeah, the card is still 5 bucks, guys, and it's still readily available. It has massive walls at China, so I'm not saying like, oh, rush in, pick this card up now, you know, this and that. Not necessarily, but if you see it in a trade binder, if you can pick it up, you know, why not? 5 bones could easily turn to double digits if the card ever sees play. So definitely, you know, interesting things occurring in the chart of Gordian Slicer right now. We have Dark Magician, QCSR from Bonanza. Card was $100, a hundo. Triple digits, says crashing down to 69s, but really, I mean, it's a 50 piece. 50 piece wings from Wingstop. Then it quickly goes to 56s. That's where, you know, the average price is literally around 56. 25 listings right here. And yeah, the card is essentially down 50% from the highs. Crazy. So if you're a collector, if you want this specific, you know, QCSR from Bonanza, it didn't get like other DM prints, so not bad at 50s for the long term if you're a collector. So definitely one to keep in mind. And we have Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper, again from Maze and Millennia. This card was 330s, 350s. It went up to 12s, but some people were selling these at 20s, literally, because we were there. We remember. When they forget, we remember. And down from 12 bucks all the way down to 655s, just a massive retracement back down to the mean. So yeah, I mean, the card is 4 bucks. After a couple one-ups, you do see it quickly goes up to 6s right here. So 78 listings, not a bad one-off deals to take advantage of right here before it does you know, reclaim the current chart level at around 655. So yeah, still a single print, hard fish to get right here, as you can see. So definitely just one that you want to keep on your radar. And lastly, we have Rescue Rabbit, the eFootball collaboration promos. Everyone was getting these for free over there at Anaheim. So very interesting that the card just continues making new lows at around 5s. And honestly, if you waited this long, 5 bucks for this card is not bad. The card was 30s when it first came out. So and by the way, if you're a member of the channel, we're going to be giving one of these away that I just got for free at Anaheim, and I'm going to just give it away because these cards, and they might age well. Right now, they're cheap and everyone has them, but you know how that goes. So if you're a member of the channel, if you made it this far out, make sure you tune into the Discord because we're going to be giving this and other goodies away for one lucky winner if you're a member. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you check that out. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, you're straight MVPs. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way out, and share this in one place, as it really does help the channel to continue to grow with the group chat. It really does go a long way. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.